I slept in a lazy
I don't
boy
even
for
do
the
my.
first 3-4 weeks.
Well, then that's where I spend the day. Is all that.
Yeah, yeah. After my
Just tell
yesterday,
them
I
it
was
won't be a
sleeping in
problem.
my lazy.
Yeah, I gotta get up about every hour and a half.
That's what I'm
I can
doing.
walk
I'm gonna
this-
go get me a
I'm
couple
gonna be up
cats.
here in a
Much as I
second.
hate cats.
Because
I
I'm
was
stunned.
Sunday about hating cats.
I'm stunned.
Well, you're avoiding blood clots,
That's what I
actually.
said, yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm on blood thinners now. Yeah, Eliquis.
You know, there's good deals out there. She has to take it. She's got like
$10.
Oh, yeah?
For like 21 months.
I'll send you the link, because my son,
Oh,
the
yeah.
pharmaceutical guru, can find anything you want.
Good deal, yeah.
So I found, but I did my this.
He can find anything for a cheaper price, because he had to have all that stuff for his eczema.
Yeah, Eliquis. You know, when I blew up my Achilles, I had blood clots and looking at Coumadin,
Yeah.
which is terrible because you gotta go for blood tests every 5 days. It's horrible.
Somebody, you gotta have, you gotta have a thing.
No, I can't get that.
He said, come this way.
Not easy.
Yeah.
Till you get to the door.
Yeah. It's all fine until I reached in my pocket and had no keys. We start the meeting.
John just left. John just left. We need?
John, he didn't leave for good.
No.
I know. I lost my pen. I went into my office and left my pen. Good thing I have it. Okay. We're down 2-0, Tom. No. Sorry.
They're waiting on one more, just, yeah.
Are your Cubs gonna make it, Tom?
Yeah, I gotta get
Yeah,
that.
they're big players.
They're
Fairly solid.
first place in the wild card.
Yeah.
Like a fourth in the other pockets.
Yeah, LA and almost hard after the All-Star break. Twice.
We're waiting on the attorney.
Frank Cohen.
On this sheet is the other plan.
No, Billy just handed me those are the ones that he had. The other one would have been, the one plan that was presented by them was on that spreadsheet they sent. He just brought this tonight. I just have them marked up. That's crazy. That's crazy. Some of that, yeah.
Nope.
Podium. I can get that.
You're up. Agenda.
Yeah, Jim.
I just give you the one, I give you the one that was just one-sided.
She gave me the back page, then she wanted to trade me the front page for it, but
I didn't look at when I ended it up. I forgot I printed them.
does anybody else? See that?
No, they, right else have them. I just thought. I didn't pay
I
attention.
don't know if you looked at it. That's when we get 200-some-thousand back. I'm just carrying that on my repaint. My dad said it's always
Oh,
good to be on this
yes,
side
I'll
of the
attach this.
Yes.
We'll attach that to the receipt.
You good?
Yeah.
Okay. You good? You ready? Amy?
Yep.
Okay. Everybody good? John, you ready? Yes. Okay. Let's call the meeting of the town of Delville, September 16, 2025 to order. Y'all please stand with the invocation, and we'll do the pledge. Steve?
Lord, we thank you for this time that you've given us. Pray for your wisdom, your grace. Help us identify the things we need to do to to serve this community well. Help us to grow as a community in ways that are healthy for this generation and generations to come. Thank you in the name of Jesus, our Lord and Savior. Amen.
Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay. Anyone want to call the roll, please?
Adam Jones.
Here.
Bill Walters.
Here.
Tom Roberts.
Here.
Steve Grogan.
Here.
Randy Hurt. Absent.
Okay. First thing on the agenda is the approval of the August council minutes. Excuse me, I can't speak. And we have two of them tonight. We've got council and then the special meeting of September 3rd. So, did y'all get a chance to review them? If so, I'd entertain a motion for one, both, or however.
Do one at a time, because I wasn't here for the first one.
And I,
Council meeting? Okay. So we're addressing the council meeting August 12th, 2025.
make a motion to accept the needs as written.
I'll second that.
Got a first and a second. Any changes, additions? Seeing none, all in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed?
Abstain.
And one abstain. They're approved. Hang on. Split. Thank you. All right, now you want to address the special meeting September 3rd, 2025.
I have to abstain.
I make a motion to approve.
I'll second.
Got a first and a second. Any changes, additions? All in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed?
I
Abstain?
abstain.
Motion approved. Minutes approved. All right. Okay, you know what's next, guys. Go that way.
Okay.
That's the claim docket, that's the revenue report.
Oh, no revenue report, because you already did it last time. No, I want for,
What is this, financial?
yeah, it's just the claim docket, yeah, because she didn't give me a payroll summary either,
I
so.
was gonna say, I see,
Yeah.
that's financial. I didn't
Payroll
see payroll.
distribution.
I didn't see
Probably have-
payroll.
She didn't give me
Okay.
one of those,
So
so
we have these two.
we'll have to do that next time.
Are you doing that, Tom? You wanna do the regional wastewater district report that's up
Yeah, I
above?
already
You got
have
it,
it.
so.
Yeah, pretty routine video again. Jason got it to me quickly and timely and all that. Lots of 811 locates, some lift station work,
See, did you get-
and manhole inspections. That's about it. So nothing major at all. Can I make a motion on the claim or Steve have it?
She's going
Yeah,
through the
right
claim docket as of now.
Steve, you got the number.
Yeah, Amy's got it.
No, you got the number at the end.
Yeah,
Oh,
you still have to read the
I
number.
still have to read the number.
You got the claim doc?
Yeah.
Right here. You're the representative.
What's
He's still doing. the-
No, no, that's the bank rec.
rec.
That's
Okay.
the
Here's-
docket.
here's the claim
Okay,
docket.
sorry about that.
You're all right.
Okay, now where's
I got I seen the high number one too, but we had the paving and the Tesla and the concert series that was taken out that were previously done. So you got that number really that you're gonna read at the end is about $200,000 higher than it should, because money was moved to put in and work through as
okay?
on the claim docket.
The move that we accept the claim docket at $424,250.05.
I have a motion, I have a second. Any changes, questions? Seeing none, all in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Approved. Okay, we're jumping, I'm letting you finish up. You get the claim docket. You want to send to the bank rec and say you're done with it?
Yes.
Send it back this, no, that's just you.
Yep.
Okay, sanitation,
That's Meredith.
she's out. Does anybody, Brad, do we have anything sanitation wise? You know, Amy? What's the
Just
Brandy's going?
fall cleanup dates. She probably already gave those last time.
And I was gonna ask, and she did on that, and it was, October 11th, 2025, 2 at the Old Town Hall, 1 at Schellenbarger Park, and 1 at the fire station or the new stormwater maintenance building.
Yeah.
Question got thrown at me after the meeting. Are we still having curb pickup on the Friday before? Or we still, is that the Friday before?
Do what?
Curb pickup for large items. Are we still doing?
It's on Saturday. The curb pickup for large items is on Saturday. I think it's Saturday morning.
Saturday the 11th,
Friday is regular trash pickup.
right?
Saturday morning is large items.
So Saturday is on time.
So is the 11th a Saturday or is it just
Yep.
the weekend? Okay.
But then we have the dumpsters all weekend.
Dumpster stay for 2 days, just curb pickup on Saturday. That's the question.
Actually, the dumpsters end up coming in Friday night.
Hey,
We
the
did.
one at the fire station will not be able to put it there.
No, they're
Pork chop
gonna,
dinner.
pork chop dinner, that's why it's going to the,
That's why it's going to the stormwater
Yes.
building.
yes.
So denote it will go to the stormwater building and then we'll check on the other. The curbside you say is Saturday. You're sure that ain't?
I'm pretty sure.
Okay,
I'll have to double check.
gotcha. All right, water.
Anything, Brad?
No, just gotta replace the fire hydrant next week.
Another one?
No.
No.
I'm
The
just
one, the
now-
one we already purchased?
One we already
Okay.
purchased, I'm getting ready to get in. Daniel from Chesterfield's coming over and help me change it all out.
Okay.
So I got
Streets?
Brad?
a lot of locates and a lot of locates for water. I know, I want it all to be done.
Tom, I don't know if you Brad got with you, I asked him if we could get a quote on Walnut Street for CCMG as far as microsurface and after they get done leveling that off and doing microsurface and striping. I don't know if we had any other things on the, that was just something we
That's what I
talked
was gonna
about
say.
when we were in the truck ride, going back, it's like, we don't do anything. That there would probably be the best investment we could make for down through the
Are they
center
gonna
of
get
town.
finished with the gas?
Once,
Because they were out
once
there
they're
today.
done. But I mean, it won't be until next spring. We can apply for it. We get a quote together. If we get awarded, the work won't be done until next spring.
Yeah, even if you get awarded, I think you can hold it off and do the work after you get awarded the next year.
Yeah, because we're not, I mean, the application's due here at the end of this month or, I mean, it's coming,
No, it's the end of this month.
it's the end of this month. It's coming up. So if he gets us a quote and then we need to make a decision if so we can get the application in time because we're down to one a year and this is it.
So is that the only place? I know we talked the other day about Innovation Drive being an issue. There, where Q Trip dumps their,
QT?
yeah, QT drops their semis come out to go to the stoplight. They've torn up, that road is not meant for semis. And it's torn up that
Asphalt.
Innovation Drive right there.
Oh, it's sort of real bad.
We really, I don't know if we can get them to assist us in that at all, because we kind of addressed that when they came in.
Why don't, are you gonna call Chris, let's get a quote for Walnut? Why don't we get a hold of EUB and take a look at Innovation Drive and what it would be for there and maybe get an estimate that where we can include the two together for an applicant and see what it is. Let's get a separate quote,
Yeah.
one for Walnut, one for EUB, and then let's see about combining them for the CCMG.
Okay, how
That,
far, how far do you guys want me to go on Innovation Drive?
just past QT.
Is the road good past QT?
You got the other side of where it ain't going into Taco
Well,
You would do both
Both
sides
sides
of
from-
it all the way up past the entrance to QT and the exit.
Okay,
Yeah. that's
all right.
Because the rest of it's like traffic going all the way to the back, it's just like car traffic, it's not semi-traffic.
yeah, it should be tore up.
Would it make sense to have that intersection right there? The entrance next to QT and the entrance next to Taco Bell, would it make sense to have that quote as cement? Because
I
that's where all
don't
the
think
weight
so.
is,
I haven't
right?
seen that. It needs to be, you know, like hold weight.
Yes, because then once they're moving, the asphalt should be fine, but that's where the damage is occurring.
It's just asphalt right now.
Well, it's only,
That would be
asphalt.
somebody
it's only, they didn't put enough, when they built that road, they didn't build enough for heavy trucks.
Right.
So if you mill down and you put another layer, then you put 4 inches down through there, I think you'd be fine.
It's just asphalt?
With the asphalt, you
I'm
put
just sitting here
the
thinking,
fiber in it.
just because I go that way, the pilot down there at, off 35, when you get on 74. When I'm going to Ohio, going across, that's all asphalt until you get into the gas station. When you make that, then it turns to cement, when you make that big turn right there.
Yeah.
segments going in there. I mean, I don't know. Can we just get EMB to look at it, take a look?
Yeah, I'll
And give us a suggestion as far, I mean, you can see the damage that's coming, so they're gonna be able to tell. They do both the concrete and the asphalt, they're gonna give us a better idea.
Then
I'm
you got
not
another project going on with the state. They're getting ready to redo the lights out there at Innovation Drive in 67.
Put up new lights.
Yeah, the town controls the electrical box for everything out there, and they're trying to get it all off where we don't control it. I control, we got the lift station, the lights, I can go out there and shut them lights off. Boom, done. Yeah. So they're trying to get it all where we're off nothing, so we won't have none of that. No problem down there.
And it would belong to the state,
And it belongs
and
to the
then they
state.
pay for the
They
electricity.
pay the bill too?
Yep.
I'm all for
Okay.
that.
The only
That's what I said,
only thing we'll have.
Where's the downside of this? I'm sitting here thinking, wait a minute, what's the
Yeah, I
downside?
thought he was talking like it's not a good idea.
Yeah.
Well, even gonna, I think,
What's the catch? Now give me the other foot.
yeah. I'm gonna try and even get them to do the lights down Innovation Drive.
The what?
The street
Street
lights
lights
down
down
Innovation
Innovation
Drive.
Okay.
Where the state takes care of that.
Just to clarify, Walnut, we're doing the 32 or across 32 more north to just from 32 south.
I would just do for 32 South, knowing we have the development that we have on the other corner over there, and what's that, because that's gonna change that over there. And I don't see no use investing money on that side of 32 until this gets done. And just that the drawings are there, we're waiting on state permit approval, correct, Bud?
Correct.
So that's what we're waiting on there. I would just go from 32 to 67.
67.
Yep, and get a striping quote and the microsurface too.
Now, you'll be 50 feet each, 60 feet from the center of the railroad tracks, back each way on Walnut Street.
Right.
I won't be able to touch the right of way.
It's the railroad.
Yeah.
Is there anything in there that the gas line got into? Is that, I mean, I don't think they should have got
Oh,
that
they ain't
close.
done. They got aboard the railroad track.
So I figured they're not gonna tear that up. Okay, so we need to get a quote on Innovation Drive and Walnut Street. Anything else, Tom? Okay, you got anything else, Brad? Streets? Okay. Planning and zoning, Randy's not here. We had a meeting, addressed the, topics. We had nothing major there. Still waiting on a lot of things to come back and foreclosures to play out. And new owners. We'll see where we go. We'll catch more up in, next month's meeting, and then we've got the 2 ordinances to address. But other than that, no new business was brought to the table.
I will say, just to add to that on this meeting is the deli will be opening up soon. I signed everything today. They're just waiting on health department stuff.
The deli. You mean the meat shop? or-
Yeah, it's a deli.
Oh, is it
That's
deli?
basically what it is. They're gonna have a couple tables sitting in there. They're gonna have a full deli, full spread that you can go in there.
Oh, I thought it was gonna be more like a Lahodi's, like
No.
meat thing.
They're gonna have, vending machines and stuff in there and whatnot.
Oh, okay, that's different.
Jazzy Truck Repair, I don't know if you guys have seen some of the improvements there. We kind of widened the road out and striped everything out. There's still a lot of things that need to happen, but we're getting there. But other than that, that's the only updates I have to add to that.
The meat place, it's where Lonnie's one, right?
Oh,
Call.
He is currently trying to find somebody to move in next door. He is asking for help.
So he leased the whole building. He's got
Yes.
both sides of it.
Yep, he's wanting somebody to move in next door. He's having a hard time finding somebody, so just keep that in mind.
Well, you lost me at deli and I'll butcher.
Well, he's gonna be in there cutting steaks and whatnot, but he's got a full, have you guys been in there at all?
No.
It's no different than going down here to like Harvest Market, you know what I mean?
Right.
They've got all their meat.
A full spread, like it's plus food to order.
Yep.
Gotcha.
And he has a place in Winchester, I think.
Yeah,
So he's not new.
I believe he's shutting it down and coming over here.
Yeah.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's
from here.
born and raised, yeah.
Yeah, he's from here. He graduated from Delville.
There you go. Delville Board Return. Okay, thank you. Police.
Not a significant, nothing of note, right, as far as police department, calls and things like that are concerned. The department is, in possible transition at the moment. And the only thing I'd like to note is that Major Hicks has done a very good job of stepping up and providing leadership currently while we work through the things that we're working on.
Just a question, this kind of a street question, whether in place, that speed limit sign that you guys are rotating around.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you the
Is
data.
it being affected, do you know, or?
We haven't had any further complaints about speed, and none that have been brought to my attention. We have an item associated with that. Can I go ahead and?
Yeah, we should cover those.
Yeah, so, as a matter of fact, right about the same time that we had our last meeting, our subscription to Traffic Logics had expired.
Ah.
And so, Major went ahead and got a quote, and Amy, I don't know, has that been paid and the subscription is reactive, or is it waiting for our vote?
Don't know.
I thought.
Is it on the
It's on the back.
if it's on the
It's
agenda,
on
well, I
the-
know it was up for approval, but I know that you guys had discussed it. I don't
I
think
thought
the
we moved
invoices
forward
come
with
through.
that because we wanted to keep the
Okay.
data. We did on the deal, so we were.
I don't know,
approving
is that
it
an
in the board
invoice
because it
there?
had to
Yeah.
be
It's
updated.
probably on the claim docket then.
Okay.
Is it,
Um,
have to look at the claim
Anyhow,
docket.
there is a quote for a year of service for all of the signs in the amount of $1,800. And it, as everybody knows, it provides us very valuable information about traffic counts, speed, things like that. And now that we have taken one of the signs and made it mobile, I think it's perfect. We
can go anywhere.
Yeah, it can go
Yeah.
anywhere.
It's like it.
So with that, I would look for a motion.
I'll make a motion to pass $1,800 for the Traffic Logic Corporation.
Second.
I've got a first and a second. Any further discussion? Seeing none, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion approved. Okay,
We're
going-
Yeah, do you want me to keep going, Bill, or you?
wait a minute, where you at?
We've done that. We can move on to.
Hang on, no, hang on, give me 1 minute. Let's go back. Parks. One more, we only got one more department and we're jumping.
We have not met, we're just getting ready for the fall frenzy, which is the 26th, 27th, 28th of the month. Carnival rides, parade, we're gonna have lots of vendors. She's got everything in place, so it's gonna be a good time.
Yeah, hoopla.
At the, go ahead.
The splash pad is closed and
Oh,
antifreeze,
yeah.
right, Brad?
Yeah.
So we're all set for winter. for
It's
that.
closed down, that's right.
Just off, I know no one cares, but just so you know, the concession stand, because we run it, basically, it is a 2-month business. June and July. As soon as school starts,
There's nobody there.
nobody comes. And so I've learned over the years that I don't even buy anything after school starts. It just starts.
Going away
eating
now.
away. Yeah.
Okay. Only other thing I wanted to add to that, back in, last meeting, I talked about the canoe launch down at Schellenberger Park and the DNR work I was doing with them.
Oh, yeah.
That continued. Afterwards, I met with David Hellman on 8/27, looking over, they're finishing up the drawings. He's gonna get me a task list. In between there, I had a meeting with Commissioner Brand. There's money that the county has put aside to help remove the log jams up to 50K. So as soon as I get full estimates, we get drawings, we get state approval, we got the permits, we join them half and half. Then I'll take that to the commissioners to see if we can get any help as far as the removal of the log. But right now, we're looking to see where we can take them and maybe get the county highway department to help out, use their trucks and take them out to the burn pit to get rid of them. It's not, I mean, it's just what washed out and it's
Yeah.
an ongoing problem.
Yep.
Just trying to find the cheapest way to get rid of them right now.
We're all good to DNR with that.
Yeah, it's, everything's gotta go through DNR, gotta be
Sure.
approved, the whole 9 yards, but we're getting closer. It's a slow process, but we are definitely getting closer. Definitely getting closer. All right, so that takes it off Park. Okay, you wanna go back, where did you wanna go next?
Tesla ordinance.
I don't have the document in front of me.
Hang on here.
He's got it.
I got it, 2503, you want the doc?
Yeah, just look for approval of the ordinance 2025-03 that allows us to just officially take ownership of the Tesla or receive the Tesla.
This is the one we all had the emails, the one we bought from Georgetown. Yeah, they chose to go in a different direction. This is what we're doing with that. I mean,
Well-
already worked, everything.
This is actually theirs. This is their council ordinance. I thought the number was wrong, right? 'Cause
Yeah, that's all I have is theirs.
So this is just a copy. Let's take a step back. This is simply a copy of the ordinance that Georgetown approved.
To allow.
Yes, yes.
So approval resolution would have to come for the redevelopment commission, correct? Since they're the ones that paid for it. To accept it, is that right? Or
Well,
how's
but the
it
redevelopment commission, they're not gonna own it, are they?
No.
work?
No.
Town is,
No,
Town's gonna own it,
So you're
How's that
gonna do
work?
it and then ask for money?
yes.
Yes, makes sense.
So do we make a motion to accept?
the Tesla, to buy the
To
Tesla.
buy it?
We already did that.
Yeah.
That was done
Okay, we did that in August?
September, whenever.
August.
August, they tried to do this, I'm going back through.
We did that in our meeting pending that ordinance that we received. So.
Yeah, from,
Yeah.
We did it under police, Judge explained.
Oh, yeah, 30 that pending board approval, their board approval on August 18th.
August 18th, yep, 30,000. We did that last meeting.
so it's all been approved.
So we don't, what do we have?
We need a motion to seek the payment from the redevelopment commissioner. Was that it done?
Right?
Yeah, I think that's your process is,
Okay, so,
Tom, you
So
just
I'll make a
made
motion to seek, the reimbursement from the, which one? The Delaware Count, I saw.
just say our TIF and then we'll
Just
get,
if,
yeah, just because we're watching it, well, you want the exact one, hang on. I'll
well, I
get
guess
this.
they're right here, but they're really confusing name wise.
how about just, you have somebody from the redevelopment commission that would allocate.
Got it. There you go. That's it.
It's in the State Road 67 corridor. TIF is the one that's got the excess.
I'll second that.
I have a first and a second. Any more discussion? Seeing none, all in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed? Approved.
Note on that, there was an existing issue with the vehicle that wasn't disclosed. We got it to the Tesla Service Center, and within 2 days, we had the vehicle returned, brand new, high voltage battery in it. So,
And
That's great.
Curtis
Yeah.
tried it out and said it worked great.
yeah,
that
yeah.
Like a new engine.
Yeah, so that's great. So we've now gotten a essentially new police vehicle, fully outfitted for 30,000.
Nice.
Because we're here, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna hit this bullet point, surplus police vehicles. We need to decide as a board that it is okay to go ahead and get rid of our inoperable police trucks that we bought the Teslas to replace the trucks, and we haven't done anything with the trucks at this point. We need to move the items that are like the tires and wheels, right, that we just put on a truck that we have now decommissioned. We need to basically take what we can from those vehicles and then get rid of them for whatever we can.
Okay. Anything we strip off them, are they reusable on other vehicles that we have?
That's what I'm saying, because we still have some trucks in circulation, so, lights, radios, things that we need to get those stripped. If
Yeah,
tires and wheels are,
that have, if they've got decent mileage on them.
yeah, like one vehicle, I think we put $2,000 in tires
On.
right? So let's grab
That makes
it.
sense.
But that's it. So we just, as a board, we need to decide it's time to move forward on that.
So John, we just need to declare the items that Adams has in consideration as surplus to be dealt with, or how do we officially need to go about it? Properly do it, sir.
I would recommend a resolution, just formality with the VIN numbers in it, so that everybody knows which vehicles are being declared surplus and that have no real value. How are you gonna get rid of them? Are you gonna sell them at an auction, or are you gonna put them on a website?
We would probably just put them on the web, whatever the usual process is, whatever that gov website is.
Okay,
So I think for this month, we would just move, we get the valuable items out of the vehicles. And then next month, we need to approve the ordinance with the VIN numbers listed.
What do you get? You get rid of two of them?
I believe it's 2.
It's just a resolution because it's a
Resolution.
statement of it.
Okay, resolution, excuse me.
Resolution.
John, you just need him to get you the VIN numbers and those?
Yep.
Take care of
Make,
that.
model, and VIN number.
Make, model, and VIN number.
Yep,
Got that? Okay, you good? You got anything else?
Nope, I'm good.
Sure.
For police, yes, I'm done.
Okay. All right, covering all that, we're done there. Going back to the back. We are health insurance options.
You wanna wait till the end to do it? Or you wanna jump into it
Just taking it as it was listed going down.
now? Yes, whatever. Just asking.
You guys, I think we've got the sheets, stuff to everybody. Billy, Jess here was going first.
Yeah, that's all right. Probably the furthest away, so.
Furthest away.
Yeah. So Amy and I met earlier, and I got your renewal back. Obviously, the plan that was chosen last year was not the recommendation last year. We had actually moved away from the plan that was recommended, so when we got the renewal from Anthem, you had this option that since they're Anthem and the Meewall, which is the chamber plan, they separated. It's a very ugly parting of ways, so SIHO did pick up that plan and said, hey, you stay with your plan, I'm not gonna give you an increase. It's gonna keep your same plan, move forward, it's not gonna cost you any more money. Anthem said, hey, I'll let you keep your plan, but it's gonna cost you 3% extra every month. I didn't like the plan when we voted on it last year. So Amy and I actually went through the process, and we're actually looking at the renewal plan, couple down. It's a $3,500 deductible, so it's dropping your employee's deductible down to $3,500. And it's also saving you about $1,000 a month.
Is that the third column?
Yes, sir, it's the
SIHO, the Melwa.
MEWA HSA 0054.
Yep.
So now you're saving about $12,000 a year. Your employee's gonna be a little bit happier with that $3,500 deductible instead of the $5,000 deductible. Definitely, like I said, I didn't like the Anthem plan that we had anyway. It's not ideal, but unfortunately, it was just the way things ended up last year. Moving away from the idea of moving over to IU Health last year, I guess we had some employees that didn't like the idea, so obviously we went back to the Anthem side. But this is your best option out there. Like I said, dropping $1,500 in your deductible. Anybody likes that when you can, say, hey, you're going deductible. And everybody likes when, hey, it's not costing us much money. Anytime I can come in and present something that I'm saving money to a health insurance program, I definitely enjoy that.
So why is SIHO offering $1,000 less per month for this one versus
So,
the?
SIHO took on
PBO?
20,000 new members when they took over the Meewall. They're enticing people to come over to them as much as they can. Here's the thing everybody needs to understand. Nobody can promise what happens next year because it's going to be based on risk, your age. Nobody can make your age change. Demographics are going to change throughout the year. Nobody can promise that it's going to go up or down. This all depends on who you're hiring. Nobody can stop claim usage. That depends upon your members. If they're educated, hey, instead of going to the emergency room, go to urgent care.
Yes.
So that risk factor is something you're never ever going to ever stop. SIHO did say, hey, we're going to cap it at 15%. So that is one thing. Will they do that? Great, awesome, love it. Can we promise that? Nobody can. It's just not a promisable thing to keep. Now, at the end of the day, you do other things. You hang out for the plan to see how it works, because nobody's seen SIHO service 20,000 new members. They're a company out of Columbus, Ohio that's in the market business, and they just got dumped 20,000 new members. Nobody's seen how that's going to work out service-wise. I think it's going to be okay, even if there's a few hiccups. Everybody has growing pains. But it's an option to get away from Anthem. Anthem is in the market saying, we're the big giant here. We can do what we want. Because if we lose a 10-person group, 15-person group, we'll find a new one tomorrow. It's not how the world should look, but
Right.
unfortunately, it's how big business looks.
They just want to work with big players.
They want the big players.
Yep.
My job is to find the best insurance for your employees that keeps you guys affordable. You're getting a 30% increase on your health insurance, you can't do it. So if we can drop you down $1,000 after, a month. and drop
This
your-
doesn't have the 3% increase that Anthem
Nope.
put on theirs.
Nope.
So it's 10,581.74 is the one you recommend.
That is correct.
For 12 months.
Like I said, Amy and I have done an extensive go through the process and going through this. The original proposal I sent out didn't have 3% added to the bottom of the Anthem just because I was, pretty sure we weren't going back to that plan, but figure I better add it tonight so you can all see the cost difference. Like I said, I absolutely deplored that plan last year anyway, just to be honest with you, but
Yeah, you suggested I use help.
I did,
For the-
because it was only going to be a 5% increase from that 26% you got from Anthem. But when you have unhappy employees, it's tough to deal with again. So, but yeah, I definitely want to go that direction with it. I mean, if you go back to, I did submit some other plans, but they're more costly. So, and then you're not running into any kind of situation where you're paying out more money, like say your deductible may go up or your network may not be the same. We even looked at an HMO from Anthem, but then you're looking at a very limited network when you're talking about an HMO compared to a PPO. So we definitely didn't want to go that way, but we did add it in there just so you can see that cost along with that. So multiple plans, this is kind of what we do and make sure we're spreading that out, looking at every plan possible for you guys to look at.
On the doctor's visits, it says deductible, that's really a copay, is that correct?
So you gotta get your deductible,
Yeah.
and then then your copay kicks in.
I got you.
Always gotta get the deductible out of the way. no matter
Okay,
what.
so that's what that means.
And once you
So
hit that,
once you hit the deductible, then it's a 20%.
correct.
Okay.
And then once you hit that 6,000, that's your out-of-pocket maximum for the year. You're paying,
Gotcha.
Cycle's gonna pay 100%. So at the end of the day, you're not looking at a horrible $5,000, $6,000 deductible or $12,000 out-of-pocket maximum. You're actually earning that deductible.
Gotcha.
So like I said, saving the town, was one of the bigger things too, is making sure that you're not overpaying for insurance sitting out there. So,
So how long have you been our broker?
about 6 years, somewhere around there, 6, 7 years. Guessing. Been a while.
And how's the service been with them as opposed to who was before?
What we had before.
You know,
Um,
I don't remember who we had before, but
well, it's been a while. We did not get the customer service as in, if I have any problems, I email, make a phone call, and Melissa at North Point or Billy immediately take care of it. So we had a horrible time with, Anthem was struggling getting one of our employees listed correctly as what their insurance with their family plan. And I didn't have to call them at all. Trina didn't have to call them at all. We sent it to Billy and Melissa and it was taken care of. And we were refunded the money that was inadvertently charged to us, so by Anthem. So it's worked out great. And enrollment, they come in, they do the enrollment, they do enrollment for all of for everything. It's just, makes it pretty easy.
so do you
I
have other,
don't have any
just,
complaints.
do you have other municipalities, any idea how many of you do? Or
Municipalities, that's probably 12 to 15. They are municipalities across the state of Indiana.
12 to 15?
Large counties, we have about 4 of those that we represent. Most of those are up north with our main agency owner. But Melissa is our account executive. She handles all that service work for all of them.
Any other questions? No?
Not right now, but I reserve the right to call him back to the stand.
Well, that's good, very good. Thank you.
Don't worry.
Sorry, I gave him that into the thing.
Thanks, Terry.
Yeah, Terry.
Jeff, you guys wanna,
Sure.
as far as your presentation at our meeting that we met here?
Yes, just Jeff Hearn, from Clark Insurance, Alexandria, Indiana. Alec. Just looked at, from what you guys had said, we looked at a program, it was a $3,000 deductible, $3,000 total out of pocket. So once you hit $3,000, you have nothing, no co-pays, there's no extra funds, anything like that. That's gonna be out of your pocket. Then it just doubles for $6,000 for families, of course, or employees, or spouse, employees, or children. And that's through CIG and through the SIDO.
That's, yeah,
I'm just trying to write it in here and to be able to compare.
I'm trying to do the exact same thing, trying to do the comparison.
side.
Yeah,
So deductible, just
Yes,
what would your deductible be?
$3,000 single,
Yeah,
and then for family, employee spouse, employee child, it's $6,000.
6,000.
co-insurance 20%, same,
There's no co-insurance.
no
No
co-insurance.
co-insurance.
You hit $3,000, it's $3,000.
Maximum out of pocket.
$3,000, just the deductible. $3,000, just the deductible.
Individually or to family?
That's for individual.
6,000.
Family is 6,000, and that's aggregated.
Doctor's visits, is it the same thing where it's out of pocket until you hit your deductible?
Correct.
Okay.
Same thing with medicine.
And what's the copay after you reach the deductible? Is there
Zero.
anything? Zero.
That's a huge difference.
It's 100% insurance paid.
And that's one I hadn't really zeroed in on, to be 100% honest. I was
Nice play of words. Didn't zero in on that one.
unintended, right? Unintended. Okay, so the one that we're looking at now, the SIDO plan, has prescriptions at 10, 60, 125, and 400. The plan that you're proposing, I'm trying to understand it correctly, is it fully out of pocket until the
Until
deductible?
the 3,000. Yes.
Okay.
All your plans, I mean, any insurances you pay up to your deductible and then the percentages kick in. Am I correct? Am I correct, Bill? Is that correct?
Pay your, yeah, you got to pay.
Deductible has to be satisfied first, then the percentages kick in.
Okay,
That's including the RX.
that's,
Yes.
That's how an HSA plan works.
Okay. Let me make sure I understood correctly. Thank you.
okay.
So can I ask a question? The plan that you're saying is the $3,000 deductible, is that the plan that starts at 7,500 and you guys are buying it down to 3,000, correct?
Did we do the 7,500? I think we did. Yes.
That's what I've written down from our meeting. was
Okay,
7,500. So you as a company buy it down, and then the over $3,000 when the employee hits that. So you bought it down to from 7,500 to 3,000, to make the deductible 3,000. When I hit my $3,000 deductible, explain the CIG program, the way that works.
You get your explanation of benefits even before you hit your deductible. Every time you go to a doctor, you get your explanation of benefits that's sent to you from, this would be from SIDO. You get it. Take a screenshot of it, text it, or email it to her. I ask everybody to set up in their contacts, health INS-Tina. Tina's in Tipton, Indiana. You'll have her cell number and her email. Simply, like I said, take a picture of it, health, there it is, send, boom. She takes care of it in there. Something that happened last year with me was in November. I had to get imaging on my heart. It had been a while. My cardiologist asked me and said, it's going to be about $1,800. Depending on where your deductible is, you could do it in January and start fresh, or you could do it this year. Well, when you have Tina, you just text Tina and say, hey, where's my deductible? You don't have to think about it. She'd come back and say, oh, here's where you are with your deductibles. And you would not make plans.
So, and this is my question I know I had the whole time. Where does the money above the $3,000 come from?
From the invoice, that is the CIG portion that you'll see there. You have what you're paying in premiums, the SIO, and you have what you're paying to CIG. So that's where it is.
So we will pay premiums to SIHO and premiums to CIG.
There'll be two invoices, yes.
How much was the premium for CIG?
Whatever's on the sheet there, I
It's
don't
not,
have it in front of me.
it's,
So you've got one number, 10,746.98.
Let me pull it up.
Is that the SIHO premium?
What was that one number again?
On the one, from
10,746.98.
10,746.98 is
Far
the
right.
amount for the SIHO insurance with the,
Woefully unprepared to keep up.
CIG is showing a $1,151.33 a month. We're showing the SIHO at $9,595.65. That was the paperwork we had turned in.
For a total of the 1076.98.
Correct.
so that 3,000, the money that you're paying the bills out of come out of this 1,051.33 a month?
the employer funded portion.
The employer funded portion.
Well,
correct.
the employer funded. I'm
Usually
writing you
employer
a
does.
check. I'm sending a check for 10,746.98. Who am I sending the check to?
2 checks.
Should be two checks.
Two checks. One is going to go to you guys, and that's a premium check, correct?
It's employer funding for HR.
Correct. It's employer funding for an HRA.
So you're running our HRA instead of us running it.
Right. And you could do it yourself too.
So we could take a SIHO plan for 95, 95, 65 and keep, okay, so
Yeah. And then
So is that-
employees would come in.
is that normal that brokers run, or insurance companies run an HRA plan? Because I thought that's only for employers to run.
No, we have competition out there that does it throughout the state.
I have had that before. I've had that specifically, when I worked.
Broker has to be a certified TPA.
What,
Broker has to be a certified TPA.
TPA, what's a
Third party
TPA?
administrator.
Third party,
We've been doing it since 2008. John, I'm not sure if you're familiar with Barnes and Thornburg, but that's our attorney. Mike Nader is the person, all he does is insurance, charges $900 an hour. If John, if you wanted to check with him, he'll tell you, last time they did a thorough review of us was 2 years ago. We did have a conference call with Mike this morning. We're still in compliance with everything state and federal. So,
I need to raise my rates first of all.
yeah.
Or move to Indianapolis.
Yeah.
Albany don't have $900 an hour fine.
So the big difference is the deductible is lower, and then there is no additional out of pocket.
About 3,000.
Amy, what is, and it's $2,400 a year difference? $2,400, yeah, $2,400 a year difference.
$200, yeah, a month
Yeah.
difference.
It's $2,400.
$2,400.
Okay. I was definitely leaning in a different direction this morning.
so it's it's $200 less to go with, North Point, yes.
So is there an NDA or something like that we need to sign, and why?
You want to speak? Aaron Mercer is 26-year certified advanced charter benefit consultant. He is one of the owners of CIG.
So, we do set up a contract to establish the HRA. There's two components to the contract. One is the employer funding, and then the other is the claim, or the reimbursements for the claims. So we're not paying claims, we're reimbursing the expenses that they incurred at the doctor or the hospital or pharmacy or anything like that. So it's just a help, it's just an HRA, we're administering it, and we're using employer-funded monies to do that.
So what's the NDA for?
Because we created this program, we don't want everybody else to know how to do it. That's really all it is.
But you said
Anybody could do it.
you said there's competitors, you have competitors in the state
Oh, yeah,
that are doing
all
this.
through the Midwest, yep.
That makes sense. You're holding on to a whole lot of money and making interest off of it.
Yeah.
Actually, it's in a non-interest bearing account. not designed for that.
Really?
It's nothing but reimbursements.
So what happens if,
And this has been through Barnes and Thornburg is your
Yep.
attorney, and they're the ones that have set up your legal operating environment.
And we spoke to him this morning even again.
Okay. And I know you can't disclose, I believe, right? But you have municipalities that are under your insurance. Right?
And lots of private companies, lots. So,
When it comes to health plans, a health plan, nonprofit business.
so what happens if I write you a check for $1151.33 first month?
Okay.
And first month,
there's
somebody
5,000.
has, exactly.
So the way the program is designed and in the contract, it's that CIG is technically loaning the money for the employer to then pay out each
Like an
month.
advancement.
But you're not giving it to me, you're giving it to the employee.
Right.
So you're not giving it to the employer, you're giving it to the employee.
Right.
I
It's
just
a-
don't
it's a
want the
reimbursement.
employer getting in the middle of this when it's.
Sounds like it's not. Sounds like it's just
The
a
employer
reimbursement
getting,
program.
Well, yeah, go on.
It functions something like an HSA.
well, it's an
HRA, it's an
It
HRA.
is an HRA. There's
Yeah, that's
no-
right.
There's no doubt.
But what I'm saying is, HSA, you submit your claim or your expenses, and then they reimburse.
Yeah,
it.
so you guys could do it yourself. You could do the exact same thing yourself. But you'd have to have an administrative person that does the reimbursements. You'd have to have bookkeeping to authorize the transactions, make decisions about the transactions. You'd have HIPAA situations on who knows what about a claim and stuff like that. So we just removed that.
You just become the third-party administrator to take care of those administrative.
And we use a HRA platform that handles all of the actual administrative side of it, locks down all the social security numbers, all that kind of stuff.
And
And just according to Barnes and Thornburg, because of the contract we set up, it qualifies under section 105B as medical expense reimbursement plan. We had to break down a bunch of stuff for us.
So,
so do we sign two contracts? One with CIG and one with SIO?
So the SIHO contract, you would just be electing a new plan because we're suggesting a different plan. And then you would, because you're with Anthem now, you'd have to sign with SIHO. And then our contract has two portions to it. It's got the administrative and then the claim side.
And then, but so on the SIHO contract, am I signing it and it's reading that we have a $7,500 deductible?
Yep.
And I have to count on the fact, where in the contract will it say then that it's not 7,500? Here's my point. I have this, let's say I have this insurance and my employer, we've signed up, it's a $7,500 deductible, but I'm telling, my police officer that you've only got $3,000. I have nothing to show them.
What we
Nothing.
do, we have the how it works letter. We also create a side card for them to see what
But I mean,
that reimbursement setup.
a written authorization, written saying this is not a you're only gonna be having a $3,000 deductible, not a $7,500.
I thought I gave you two places that we showed them that's different. We got a card for them, just like a,
Well, no, I know, I get the card. I'm just saying, in writing, do we have a contract
that's
so
the
that
two
we're
parts of-
assured?
That's the two parts of the contract that we have.
And that's all that's spelled out in there. Okay.
So let me ask this. If this is the direction that we go, in addition to that contract, would it be possible to get a single one-page, plain English, this is your coverage, this is your deductible? That type of thing, like, so that it's there, right? Because that's exactly what you want.
For
right?
the
You want basically, it's like,
employees, yeah.
yes, for a summary,
Yeah.
right? A
Well,
summary,
usually we get a
Just
summary, yes.
Yeah. just a summary.
I'm just trying to, because I'm the one that usually signs the contracts for the health insurance, because I'm the chief financial officer of the town. So I'm just trying to make sure that I'm signing
basis covered.
right.
We-
That what I'm signing is what we're getting. I mean, I'm getting,
I believe you guys have the contracts, right?
no, I don't have a
No?
contract.
Okay. We can get the contract.
we haven't been sent any contract for the CIG or the SIHO. I haven't seen
Well,
it.
SIHO would be the same contract that's already out there. There's
Okay.
no difference. So,
Except the deductible, the deductible would say that.
So in terms of our risk is, there's no risk.
so according to the rules,
Mhm.
it's employer funded. If you go over, the contract reads that CIG will loan you the money. If somehow it doesn't cover itself in that calendar year,
Right.
then CIG can modify the rate the next year. And if in the, 17 years we've been doing it,
Since
we've
2008.
not modified a rate one time.
We've not raised anybody's rate.
Are we tied into, is this a multi-year commitment that we'll be making?
Year to year.
Okay.
You change next year if you went with us this year. You
You
change
can drop
next
it in the middle of the term, the only problem is your deductible will be high
Yeah.
at that point.
So I'm thinking worst case scenario, you have a small group of people and you have 2 of them that have heart attacks
Mhm.
or let's say heart transplants.
Yep.
That would raise our rate for the next year.
Yeah, we wouldn't have
With-
enough to
You
Well-
would not have, there would not be enough money
So-
in the CIG portion
So,
to
so let's
cover.
make sure
Yeah, let's
we're,
play that out.
let's make sure we're talking about the insurance company who would be responsible for hundreds of thousands of dollars. That's not relevant to
The
the
CIG.
CIG portion and the employer funded portion.
The only
Because-
thing that we're talking about is the difference in deductible between what they're administering for
Okay.
the lower amount
That's
and
where I was.
what is part of the core
You
plan.
talked about 2 employees.
Mhm.
That would be roughly $3,500 each.
Yeah.
So that's $7,000.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
And
So
the employer
somebody
funded
can max that out with
12,000 or
something
whatever
else.
that is.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's why it continues to work. And, the thing that we don't want to, like I said, is get mixed up is SIHO's portion, which is premium and fully insured, just like any other health plan, and the CIG portion, which is an employer-funded HRA that we're helping to administer. They're separate items. And like we said, we can literally run the HRA for you at a 0, but then every time there's a claim, we would have to say, here's an invoice, here's an invoice, here's an invoice. Makes it difficult for budgeting. That's the only reason that a lot of people don't do it. They don't know if I'm gonna come in and get hit for 3 claims in the first month, or if I'm gonna go 6 months with nothing. So it's difficult on a small employer. So that's why we.
To use your example, if 2 people had a heart attack in your first month, we would come, just those 2 alone would be, we need $7,000.
Right off the bat.
Right.
And then there could, to a small group or a small employer, that could be a little bit of panic that, hey, this was a bad choice. All this is doing is just
Bring it down.
kind of controlling that and alleviating some of those concerns.
So let's play it the other way. Say we have very little claims.
Okay.
And we're still paying into the CIG.
Correct.
In the year,
Mhm.
we paid more than
Right.
into it than what was paid out in terms of reimbursements. Then what happens? Same deal. It's just a matter of, then you reestablish the next year what the rates might be, or how does that work?
Yes.
I would say we would not increase rates. We haven't increased it with anybody, so we would just stay the same rate.
Right.
And what happens to that money that's left over then? It
Stays in CIG.
stays in our CIG.
Stays in our CIG
Yeah.
to be used for the next year.
Yes.
Oh, okay, carries over. Okay, that was nice. Okay.
So while I'm way behind here, how much of the monthly premium goes to SIHO? How much goes?
So it's broke out on the sheet.
I don't have the sheet.
Yeah, we're just running blind.
I didn't have the sheet either. I just had the one from the meeting and
Yes.
one broke out on the
Yeah, I
meeting.
can do that. So
So 95,
65
65
is the SIHO premium monthly.
95.
Yep,
a
65.
check directly to SIHO.
And so,
And then we're paying, and that is covering
The
the
7,500.
MIWA HSA 0044 plan for $7,500 deductible.
so about 1,200 goes to SIG.
1151,
Yeah.
yeah.
1151 is the city.
So in the first example again, if we got $7,000, we're in the hole 5,900 after the first month.
Which is why it's broke out to a 12-month payout. So again, when we get into the weeds of it, CIG is technically loaning the employer the money, and then the subsequent months
But that's
would
what,
reimburse
that's
back.
what my reimbursement card works at my employer, is,
This is nothing new.
yeah, like, the entire amount, is, the entire amount is available to me in January. I am obviously in the negative, right? But it's good faith, right, that I'm gonna be there for the year. And I slowly get caught up as I go.
Yeah. So HSA.
And so your reimbursement, okay, your reimbursement, is that check or direct deposit or how's
It
that?
depends on what the employee wants.
Yeah, so
Okay.
We can
you
do a
could
check,
have an employee with direct
Either one.
deposit and one.
So they get their
wants a
money.
check.
however they like.
Very quickly.
Yeah.
Okay.
How many employees do you have on the health insurance?
Nine, I think.
So a couple notes that he put in there was.
Those from, Michael Nader, the attorney.
It is an employer-funded plan. It provides tax-free reimbursements to employees for a portion of their deductibles. Again, qualifies under code section 105B as a medical expense reimbursement plan. That's why it's not a third-party administrator situation. It's nothing but an HRA. So, and then like I said, we can go deeper into this. We're just not really wanting to share a whole lot.
If you're looking for
Duplicate, because it's easily duplicatable.
Yeah, if you're looking for what Mike set up in Barnes and Thornton, or put together, reviewed and everything, that's why I said, have John reach out to Mike, talk to Mike, figure out how things are in compliance.
So the way I calc it is, potentially, with $31,500 in costs could be charged over the deductible. For
Right.
everybody,
That's right.
everybody meets the max, and you're only gonna get 13,813. So you're gambling $18,000.
We've been doing it for
So we've been
17
helping.
years. We've calculated it year after year after year.
Similar to what Cyto does, Anthem does, I mean, look, you would pay, this year, you for Cyto, you're gonna pay him roughly $120,000
You do this for me.
is what their premium is. 120,000 for the year roughly, 130,000. If you have two people that have major heart attacks, maybe even a heart transplant type thing, you've only got $120,000 in the bank with Cyto.
I mean, not to try to just dissect the business, but you're covering yourself somewhere. So, I mean, I'm not as concerned about that,
Yeah.
you know.
I see how the model works.
It really is simple. It sounds different.
It's different.
It's not presented by a lot of people, but
I was definitely moving the other way early. But there's a lot of savings to the employee.
Still costs the county $2,400 more a year, just to make sure you know that.
so, and here's the thing. We don't want to get into a situation where you don't think it would be a good fit, because if we come in right off the bat and we think it's a bad fit, any small little hiccup is going to be pronounced. If it's something that you'd rather say, hey, let's stay with the other for a year, let's, feel it out, let's talk to a few more employers, see how it goes, it's fine with us. Because we don't want to get into a situation where there's a pressure and then you're not comfortable, and then, like I said, somebody gets a check a day later than they thought or something like that, and it goes sideways.
But every Friday, we cut checks or do direct deposits.
Anybody else have any other questions for these gentlemen? Seeing none at this time, thank you.
Okay.
Thank you,
All right,
guys.
thanks, guys.
Both situations.
Okay, Amy, we have to make a decision, do we not, to get this before our renewal day, as of tonight?
We have
Yes, no,
to
or
know
do-
by October 1st. We have to know before October 1st.
So we have to do it tonight.
You can have a special meeting.
We can have a special meeting if everybody wants to.
Gotcha. And that-
Research.
how would the board like to proceed?
I am out next week and half a week after, so I would prefer
Are you not here for the budget hearing Monday?
Monday I'll be here.
Monday, that you're here for the budget hearing?
Yeah.
You could have a special meeting on Monday before the budget hearing or right after.
I would be good with that.
But the public budget meeting
We're
takes
doing
2
that, we're doing
minutes.
that the 22nd.
22nd, it takes 2 minutes to do that.
Is that all right, John, if we add that to the special meeting on the 22nd?
You can have a special meeting for anything you want.
Yeah, that's a public hearing, I just,
Yeah, that's
advertise
a-
it separate.
she's right, that's a public hearing.
But we just need to advertise it,
yeah.
give them 48 hours?
48 hours ahead.
Okay, that's why I just want to make sure we're in
Special
the
meeting,
time.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, because, yeah, we've got today the 16th.
10:22.
10:22 is the
That's-
meeting. You can let the group know what we're thinking. There's a group text, we've all been talking, so let the group know what your concerns are, and what your thoughts are. Is that what, I
The
understand?
budget hearing is scheduled for 6 o'clock, so if you want to have a special
First-
meeting that day,
Let
I
me
just
back
need to
up.
know a time.
Let me back up. Do I have, do we want to table this, I guess, first and then set a meeting? Is that what I need to
You
do
don't have
now?
anything to table.
Yes.
Do we need to have a motion to table?
We haven't brought it up.
We haven't brought it up, so we haven't made a motion yet, so.
How do I, yeah,
Well, I mean,
we took,
your normal practice is if you don't bring it up, you consider it.
we brought it up.
But you brought it up, but it's being considered. We can put it in a special meeting notice that it will be considered, okay? It's not technically tabled because you're gonna consider it the special meeting as well.
So don't table.
Your normal practice is you don't table hardly anything.
Right. We don't. So I just want to make sure we're doing it the right way.
Yeah.
So we will,
Each board runs their own meeting the own way they want to. So, I mean, if you don't usually table it, then
so do I just need to have a motion to move this to a special meeting on the 22nd?
just have a special meeting, and the purpose is to consider health insurance options for the town's employees' health insurance, right?
Right, but does this board need to do that tonight, make that motion to do that, or just add it to the special meeting?
No, you make the motion, you want to have a special meeting on Monday.
Okay, we already have one on Monday, that's why I was asking you.
No, we have a public
no.
hearing on
Public
Monday.
hearing, that's right.
You don't have a special
Sorry.
meeting.
I said it's-
I will have Bob prepare the notice. I just need to know the purpose of the special meeting.
I can do a special meeting.
Okay.
So, I need a motion.
I think it should be a special meeting, 22nd. What time is our hearing?
6,
So that's 6:15.
could do that.
Only showed up at the last budget meeting, too. Yeah, that'd be quick.
6:15 on the 22nd.
I've got,
To address the health insurance for the next year.
I've got a motion to have a second. I've got a first and a second. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed? We are there. It'll go on the 22nd. Thank you, gentlemen, both for your presentation. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, moving on. We are going to go to review, we did the resolution on Georgetown, right? The review of the resolution, but we don't have to address that. That's all right.
Right. We're doing that.
Go on past that. Opioid fund request from Jill Waltz.
She's here.
Everybody
Jill
should,
here?
Yes.
There she is.
everybody should have more outline, or
Yes,
what she wants to do.
Look it over.
If you guys have any questions,
I apologize, we've been moving all week, so I came in very casual clothes. I'm really sorry. But at least I found semi-clean ones in the mess there, so.
Appreciate that.
I think you should be able to figure out what it is I'm asking for. I pretty much streamlined it all on that very last page there.
You did.
The whole opioid monies are to be used, obviously to pour back, develop into communities. And we've worked really hard the last couple of years to make relationships with all of our neighbors over at the hub. And so we're continuing to do just that in hopes that we're making a difference in the lives of people here in town. And so our ask really is just that you would come alongside and you would use this money that's already there to help support what it is that we're doing already in the community.
we have 17,318 in the restricted opioid and 74,17 in unrestricted.
So you're saying I
Would
should
you-
ask for more? That's what I'm hearing, Tom. I should ask for more is what I'm hearing.
Could you explain, because I had to ask for the definition and do it for a second, the restricted versus the non-restricted, please?
Well, restricted is what I would figure we can use for her.
Because a certain part, I guess it's got education and other
Yeah.
stuff has to go for, a certain part of the money has to be
There's
used
been
for certain
a
things.
big question on the unrestricted.
Exactly.
on
That's what I
use
was
of the board of
clarifying.
accounts. So I've always felt like unrestricted means you can use it
About
anything reasonable. In other words,
Yeah, but
you
some
know,
people got in trouble
I
for
know,
doing
Board
that.
of Accounts has a disagreement with that, so. So we gotta be careful with that, so I prefer we just look at the restricted tonight, because she would fall into that. No, I do have a question,
Yeah,
because I
hit me.
think that, I think you did a great job on this. The question is length, you have a time period. Seems like I always get a time period on
So,
this.
yeah, this request is for the next year.
So like January 1, all of 2026.
Yes.
And would we get, what do you think would be reasonable, like quarterly reports?
Yeah, I don't think that's unreasonable at all. You know, right now, our recovery ministry is already like ministering to a whole lot of different people. You know, a lot of people from here in town, but beyond even. And I know that's the purpose and intent of the monies that are there.
I think the intent, and then you correct me if I'm wrong, the intent wasn't not to put you under the gun of what you're actually doing, it's just, are we making a difference? Are we,
Yeah, yeah.
what is our efforts that we're putting
Right.
forth making a difference?
Yeah,
in the
that's
community
right,
is what
yeah.
we're wanting to see.
How many
Yeah.
people you're serving?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's it.
Yeah. You know, right now too, one of the things that we've done without even knowing, because we've been talking to you about this funding for, I think probably close to a year, we're just trying to figure out what qualifies and what doesn't. One of the things is that right now we do have a licensed LCSW, social worker person who's on staff over at the hub, as part of our church staff also. And she is now a licensed therapist. And so her, main purpose is to help, she leads the recovery ministry and then works with families, not only in just like substance abuse, but in financial, you know, planning kind of class, like just responsibility, life skills type parenting things and all kinds of things. And if you really study the whole, the systems that underscore this money structure, I guess, if you will. It's designed to develop and make people better holistically. And that really is what we're doing. We're attempting to meet the holistic needs of people, not just, you know, not just the substance abuse.
So, question, John, maybe, because we aren't really granted money before like this. To me, is this an expenditure or is it a grant? And are we expected to see reports? And will the Board of Accounts come in? Will they want to know, since we spent this money in restricted funds, did we get reports from our, I just want to make sure we're doing things right.
I think the State Board of Accounts would want some sort of agreement that you're gonna give the money for this particular purpose and the purpose is identified. And it would be a grant. And then you could decide whether, how often you want reports or if you want reports.
So pretty much what we've talked
Yes.
about is,
So we're granting money from the fund that we have that's available to
Right.
us through the
basically,
state.
But usually the State Board of Accounts likes to see some kind of grant agreement that says, we're giving you this money for these purposes and you promise to take this money and use it for these purposes.
To be honest, it's been really difficult to find exactly like where the accountability structure is with this entire money. I don't want to call it a grant. I don't know, you know,
call it
lawsuit
a
money or
program.
whatever. Yeah, program, that's good.
They call it program.
Yeah. There's very little as far as like accountability, explanation of accountability.
That's exactly right.
So the left hand doesn't know what the right hand's doing. It's from everything that we've been able to decipher, it really is in the town, it's in the hands of each town. And so it becomes a matter of you figuring out how to steward what you've been given as a result of, you know, misfortune of other people, honestly, too. That's the hard part about this.
sounds like to me you're real close with this. Here.
Yeah.
I think
And
so.
we just, I think we need a signature, place for whoever is applying, and then for us to sign off on, like Bill.
I can do a grant agreement for you
There you
guys.
go, that's what I mean, yeah.
Yep.
Use,
He can take this as a, you know,
Yes, I can take
In
this.
fact, if Jill could send you a copy of it, then you could just
Yeah, I can
Cut
just put the
paste.
email, has it in there.
Okay, yeah, if you would.
Our recovery group meets on Tuesday nights, and so the lady that does that is, she got herself covered last week, and then the meeting got changed at the last minute. And today's also her 25th anniversary, so I'm standing in for her. I'm her boss, so it counts anyway, but
It'd be really cool if they did like a presentation every so often.
yeah,
You know,
yeah, I think she'd be thrilled to do anything like that.
What I like about this use of this, excuse me, as I can't talk very well, but working with recovery people, it's not about somebody just stop using.
Right.
There's a whole gamut of things that need to be, new thinking, new ways of doing things, getting resources to help them get on their feet again. And these guys are, what they've proposed here is just right on, it's spot on in terms of helping somebody really be successful in their recovery. And
They're getting ready to plan things like codependency groups and things like that too, because I completely agree with everything that you're saying. Like it's a systemic issue. It's not just this is one area you can isolate in a person's life and then fix it with pouring money onto it.
no,
It doesn't work like
it
that.
doesn't work.
What is our, and I'm sorry, I was lost in thought on some other connected things. When you discussed what is our total amount in our opioid?
The restricted fund has 17,318.
We got 24,740
Right.
dollars.
Overall.
That's basically what we have together,
Yeah, I
restricted,
think we
unrestricted.
might as well consider it almost together, we're gonna use, because this would be acceptable. This is a great reason to use the money.
Absolutely.
So where my mind is on this, if I can have just a couple minutes.
You got it,
is
absolutely.
We are ill-equipped to do anything with opioid education or mitigation or treatment or anything like that. And so the best thing that we can do is to get this funds to places in the community that have made the request.
And actually, when you read the opioid, whatever you call it, from the state, that's exactly what they're asking the communities to do.
I think we
Fund others that are, they don't expect us to develop an opioid
Right.
program.
I mean, I have written the school several times, asking them that we would fund a program,
Right.
you know, and.
I
just
tried
never
that,
happened.
you didn't go
I know
anywhere.
you were getting cut.
So much of it is about the relationships with people too. You can't stand on the corner with a bullhorn and scream, "Don't take opioids. You know, painkillers will kill you." You can't do that. It's through these relationships that we're establishing. And so, yeah, like to your point too, Tom, our goal, hopefully in the next little short while, is that we will start some kind of after-school thing where we're meeting the needs of teenagers in the community. If you stand out at the hub when the weather, well, even when the weather's not nice, as soon as school is out, there's kids just running in packs, and you guys all know it because you're down here at the park and stuff all the time. Like meeting those kids where they are relationally, and not just showing up with here's the silver bullet. I'm gonna just tell you to don't do drugs, a la Nancy Reagan. You know, it doesn't. Like that's not a long-term fix.
in June. So we've been presented with a couple of really good opportunities here that I think we should consider. In June, the fire department made a request for us for response to the crisis, right? How do they respond to it? And so, they had asked for roughly $9,500, for training their EMTs on the treatment, when things go terrible,
It's big.
right?
But here, do you still need that?
Oh, absolutely.
The alternative, if I, if I remember correctly, was,
We're on a fourth ambulance call right now, just in the past 30 minutes.
Yeah.
So,
you were also looking for a life pack, as, like, plan A was training, plan B was a life pack, right? And then the hub is looking at doing education and trying to pull people from before they get into that spiral.
Right.
They'll
pull them out of it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I think we've got two really good requests.
So I think we ought to do both at once, because Buzz was a couple months ago.
Yeah.
And I forgot about it, actually, so sorry about that, Bud.
But
So the question is, we got the restricted, the unrestricted, I think Bud's,
It's easy to use unrestricted money for a more restricted purposes. So
than the
this
other
to
way
me,
around.
This would,
The res-
yes.
the
This
restricted
would
for
fit-
unrestricted
This
purposes.
would fit in restricted.
This will go both ways.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
This will can cover both categories. You can use money from either bucket to cover the
I
category.
guess what I'm
With
saying,
these-
you ought to use all. the
With
funds.
these two exhausted, and I want to get in on the tail end here if I can. Yes, just doing numbers. If 10 to the hub, 95 to the fire department, police 536. Bud knows I'm working with our grant writers on the life pack. I have grant in right now. I'm waiting for answers. It could be fully funded. It could be partially funded. So I would ask, I have no issue. I think that both programs are awesome, but that would leave us a little bit of a cushion if I don't get the full amount for the life pack out of the grant because it's through local foundations. They don't guarantee full. Usually they do, but sometimes I've got it back where I want to get 10 or 5 or whatever. So then if we can keep that, then I'd be able to cover the difference between there if I can get it.
Okay.
Is
I'm
life
willing
pack
to make a
AED?
motion.
I'm
Is
sorry.
that
hang
an
on.
AED?
I'm sorry.
Is a life pack AED?
Correct.
I have one.
Well, this is a heart monitor. where we
Okay, I was gonna
pull
say, there's
Yeah.
one at the hub that we've never used.
Yeah, this is a
I
whole
mean, never
different deal
did.
for
Okay,
these
okay.
guys going in and we've written the grant and got it out there. So
I'm willing to make a
hang on
motion.
just a sec here.
I'm willing to make a motion.
I'm giving you the floor.
Now we give up to $9,500 to the fire department for their requests and $10,000 to the hub for their therapy and counseling and things like that.
I have a motion.
Contingent on a grant agreement for both.
We could just say,
Drew
you
up by the attorney.
Mhm.
could say up to.
I'd
That's what you're
second that.
I've got a first and a second. 10,000 going to the hub, 9,500 going to the fire department. John will prepare the grants. What we need as far as that deal up to those amounts. Is that correct?
Mhm.
I have a first and a second. Any more discussion?
Sound good.
Sounds very good. Yep.
Seeing none, all in favor,
Glad you brought that up.
say aye. Aye. Opposed? We have approval.
Thank you.
Both of you, congratulations.
Thank you.
Sorry, bud.
Thanks, Joe.
No, thank you.
All right, that takes those out. This was approved.
Me too.
All right, sorry.
I had some help.
He had some help. I'm just sitting here, I'm laughing in my ear.
Oh,
Okay, the only
He's like, wait a
one,
minute.
okay, let's jump in. Still got a few to finish up here, guys and gals. Forum.
Got Bob Seager.
Leon's back from the soccer game. Walked to his, hey, walk to town hall.
Quorum camera quote for new building.
Yeah, okay, so we have solved a problem, right? And we've created an issue.
I love it when we do that.
Right, the money pit.
Okay, so the problem that we solved, last year, we were told by the state of Indiana that a best practice for the water plant for cybersecurity was to silo it off and have it have its own network, so that should one of our computers get hacked, there is zero risk to our infrastructure, right? Water infrastructure. So we put, just recently, we got the fiber internet put in at the water plant. The problem that has created is that now that is on a separate network. And so our cameras, they don't communicate back. There are ways that we could do that, but it would, again, it risks, if the networks are joined,
Yeah.
you can do it securely, right? Like you can do it through VPNs and things like that. But there is still the risk that a good person
Could cross over.
could cross over, right? So the water plant will also feed internet to the stormwater building. So those two will be isolated, right? So we need to pull in another quorum server so that all of our cameras, even though they're on different areas and they're in different networks, look like when you pull up the app, they look like they're just there. And so it's continuity of our existing system, right? So to do that, Quorum will provide us with an 8-channel server with 30 days of storage, and it's $3,000.
It's gonna be stored
It's stored on the server. The server will have,
on the utility or.
yeah, it'll have to be at the utility.
Not the new building, but the old building, or, I mean, the one
could-
utility or the new utility building.
It could be at either the water plant or it can be in the stormwater building. It just has to be on the same network, and then it will report back to the same quorum system in the cloud that we use to monitor everything. That's it. And what they did was a little bit of creativity in our licensing, right? Because we have two servers here in this building that handle all of our cameras currently, right? And we're a little heavy on that. So they're gonna pull some camera licenses off that and put it on this new server so that we're not spending additional money. So they were creative in their quote.
So the $3,000 is per year,
Yeah, just like our existing,
to be just in addition.
well, no, excuse me. No, this is just the hardware itself.
This is a one-time purchase.
Yes, this is the one-time purchase. Our camera licenses, I think are renewed every 3 years. And so that's the actual, we're buying the hardware, the service we pay for every 3 years or something like that.
Okay.
So it'll all still be under the same umbrella. It's just, this allows us to operate as safely as we can based off of Indiana cybersecurity rules. Or recommendations, not rules, recommendations.
I was just wondering, I'm trying to get to Brad, whether it'd be better to have it at the water utility itself because it's more secure physically, isn't it?
What, the water plant?
Yeah.
They could be at the water plant, but if something happens in there, all that thing's gonna be, it's gonna, yeah, it could get wet.
I'll let
That's
you guys
separate,
decide that. then.
Yeah.
I
You
mean,
guys decide which way is best.
He's got a pretty covert place to put IT equipment at that covert building, right?
a new one,
Yeah, don't say it.
Well, it's so big.
Don't be converted.
Yeah, don't have the bathroom.
No. No.
It's behind it.
it's whatever, it's just if something happens down there at the water plant, it could
I
get sprayed with water.
Okay.
You're taking more risk down there for sure.
So the ask is for $3,027.
And is that,
I'll make a motion.
And I have sent that link for the quote to the board and to you, Amy, if it was approved.
I'll make a motion to approve it.
Second.
I got a first and second. We're looking at water utility, taking out the operating,
Sure.
36, 330 right now. That good?
To come out of water operating.
Water utility operating.
Spend up to, what do you want? No
Do what?
more than 3,000.
Capital maintenance is 27,714.
Oh,
$3,005, right?
27,000.
Yeah.
27,714.
It's coming out of maintenance, capital maintenance.
Don't you say
3,027.
capital maintenance?
3,027.
Yeah, 3,000.
$3,027.
Yep.
That's with the shipping and handling?
Yep.
3,027?
Yep.
Even.
Yep.
Okay, I have it. I had it first, did I have a second?
I
You
did.
second, yep. So Tom, second, Steve. Any further discussion?
Yeah.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Approved.
3,027 out of capital maintenance for new camera hardware.
Yep. Okay, moving right along. New ordinance, you guys got an ordinance in front of you, ordinance 2025-04, an ordinance concerning healthcare benefits for employees that retire prior to Medicare eligibility. Did you all get a chance to look at this?
Do the same thing. No.
Okay. Sorry about that.
Oh, yes, I did. I know what that is.
All right, just want to make sure everybody's had the
Click
opportunity
with
to
me,
look.
Robert, describe it.
Yeah. Any, you want to give a brief overview of this, John, of the ordinance 25004?
Sure, basically an ordinance concerning the town's retirees. As someone would retire, the board's making a decision to allow them, if they retire before they're Medicare eligible, they can continue on the town's insurance until they're Medicare eligible. Only for the employee, it's not for their spouses, not for the family, it just covers the employee. A lot of municipalities that I represent have this type of plan. I know the county does, but it stops at Medicare. And whatever the town says is the obligation of the employee. If it's 0, or if it's 10%, 20%, whatever the number is, then that's, and the retiree retires during that year, then that's what they'll have to pay.
Got it.
It gives the town flexibility to make decisions in the future as to whether we're gonna have the employees contribute to the health insurance.
That serves as a bridge.
They would have to have so many years too, is it 20, at least?
Yes, I think 20 years
20 years, I
is
think it's
the,
what it said.
20 years, and their age has their age has a total of 70,
Yes.
which shouldn't be a problem. Unless you start at 18 and you retire at 38, then you'll never get to 70.
John, should a future board decide that that program is unsustainable,
Yes, they can.
they can terminate that, but employees that are would be grandfathered in who fell under it to begin with, correct?
It'd be up to what the future town board does. The future town board could say
You can't
that,
handcuff a future
Yeah.
board and do an ordinance that
Right.
tie them to an obligation that needs to be changed in the future.
Right.
We can't tie a future board to an obligation.
Go year
Correct.
to year, and then your board can decide. We're not gonna do it.
yes,
Yeah, the what ifs is not our concern at this time. What is the current present atmosphere and where we are at now.
Right.
Don't try to look into the future. We'll
Okay.
muddy the water way too deep.
Okay.
And
Please,
honestly, it's not a bad provision to have. You're talking about long-term employee.
exactly.
20-year employees, that's
Yeah.
a
That's
commitment.
long term. That's a
It's
commitment.
a costly investment, but
One they've earned.
Right.
Any other discussion?
And it has to be also continuous years too. It's not that you can go out, work 5 years, come back, and then, you tack on your time. It's 20 continuous years.
And the employee could be paying the whole cost of the premium, right?
Yeah, I mean, there's all
Depends
sorts
on
of
where we're at
options.
and where they're at when they retire.
Yeah.
When they go to that deal, depends on where the current obligation plan is that's in place by the town board.
The future boards can say that, the retired employee will pay the full amount if they want to.
So I thought,
Any questions of John?
I'll make a motion to pass,
You need to introduce,
to introduce employee retirement ordinance 2025-04.
I have a motion to introduce. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion?
you need to
Amy,
do-
roll call.
Do you need to do it all tonight?
Yep. Well,
No,
we'll go one to
can't.
the other.
Okay.
We can't.
Oh, I know you can.
Yeah, we can. Let's do one at a time. You're getting me
I
all
was
messed
just,
up.
I was just
See you
preparing,
two on the
I
two
was
ends.
just preparing for
Roll call,
extra stuff.
please.
Steve
Yes. I want you
Brogan.
to represent.
Yes.
Adam Jones.
Yes.
Tom Roberts.
Yes.
and Bill Walters.
Yes. I would ask the board if they would like to entertain a motion to suspend.
I will make that motion to suspend.
I have a
Suspend the
first,
rules.
I'll second.
Suspend the rules.
Suspend the rules to adopt.
I have a first and I have a second.
Wait, who seconded?
Adam Jones,
Okay.
you ready?
Yep.
Roll call.
Steve Brogan,
Yes.
Adam Jones,
Yes.
Tom Roberts,
Yes.
Bill Walters.
Yes. I would now entertain a motion to adopt.
I'll make that motion that we adopt ordinance 2025-04.
Second.
I have a first and a second. Final discussion. Seeing none, roll call, Amy.
Steve Brogan,
Yes.
Adam Jones,
Yes.
Tom Roberts,
Yes.
Bill Walters.
Yes, it is approved. Let's that down, you guys, please sign.
Yes,
Okay.
please sign it.
Yes.
On here, that goes there, that goes out.
No,
All
Brady
right.
doesn't sign it. She doesn't sign it. She wasn't here. It's just whoever's here.
This,
That's the ordinance I need you to sign, if you would, please. That was the last thing on the business. Before I go to anybody at the town board, any board member got any business to bring to the floor tonight?
Yes, don't shoot me. I know we're long. I apologize.
Oh, you go first, go. Did you sign this?
Yeah, I meant to bring it up, last meeting. Second Street. Second Street's the one that runs to the high school. There has been a request made to us. Their request was for a sidewalk down Second Street. I think that's costly and is going to It's gonna be a tremendous amount of work, a lot of cost.
Yeah.
What I would like to propose, for us to consider, it's in spirit of that request, and I know that the, people on the street support it, and the people that would address support it, would be for us to figure out what we need to do to expand Second Street, all the way to the poles on the south side of the road. So starting at the end of, Ballard, there is basically then a driveway and then grass, right, all the way to the intersection.
Right.
What I would propose is that we expand our Second Street over to the pole, which we have roads that go right to the pole in town already.
We have that right away.
Yes,
We do, you know, for sure.
yes.
Because we didn't on Delville Road.
There was no, we didn't, we had to get.
Well, you had to go all the way back to get that one out.
Yeah, we had to go door to door to get those right.
Well, okay,
That
no,
was 2012.
I know
That
that
was
it's,
going way back.
it's listed as an easement.
Yeah.
I don't know if that, I don't know
Yes,
if those are the
we
same.
had, you had this, it is, it's listed as an easement. That would have to be something we would have to have the attorney look into what those easement rights are and what's been established. I bet it's a utility easement down through there. And I don't know what the stipulations are on those easements on Second Street. It would need to be looked at, and then we would need advice from the attorney how to proceed.
Language of the easement.
The language of the easement. Then, as I told Adam, if you guys are interested, once we get that done, then we can look at putting this in a CCMG grant, and doing
That's what I
Second
said,
Street,
yeah.
expand it over and put the striping and include it all.
Right.
But I think the first step is to have John pull that easement up for the end of Second Bronco Drive on the south side of Second Street and look at the easement rights and see what we need to do and let us know in an email. And then we maybe be able to act between this meeting and next meeting to see if we could get what we need to get done. We probably at this stage will not be able to get it in 2026 or 2025. We will be looking at 2026, but we might as well get the paperwork done now and be ready to go in 2026 for the CCMG.
That's where I
Because we
said,
need to get the paperwork done for the easement and get that right, that we can do it first.
Yeah.
Agreed?
And the work for the easement would work for both the widening the road and also we're gonna put a sidewalk there. In the future, potentially.
well,
So either one, with easement would be good.
yeah, well, I'm just thinking continuing maintenance, right? The sidewalk's expensive, but if we just expand the road and then put in those,
Those stakes.
the stakes, right? Those barriers. You know what I'm talking about? The ones like for traffic control, so you can't cross over, but yet if you hit it, they just
All the ones
fall.
they're using in
The ones
Indianapolis
Bill
right now.
love, or the ones Brad will love when he's snow plowing.
Wait,
The
doesn't
easement, the easement, that's gonna be the power easement, cause my water line on the other side of the road.
Yeah, okay,
You're talking the Ballard side.
yeah,
Let's go one step at a time. Let's let the attorney pull the record easement, look at it,
See what we're looking
and then
at.
see what we're looking at, whether we can move forward with this, okay?
just finishing the thought, and I'm done. That would give students or walkers about 5 feet of space down the road, to safely traverse
It's
the school.
needed. It's
Yes.
needed.
It is. And there's a lot of traffic there.
Well,
And it's-
we-
So John's going to explore
Six-
the
yeah.
easement rights, okay?
Sixth Street's been done. I mean, Second and Fourth Street are the ones, we put a little one on Fourth Street. We need to look at maybe rearranging Fourth Street to do it a different way. Maybe put it all on one side and move the road over to the center line, you know what I mean? There's still, because we got a little bit on both sides of that, if I remember right. Am I correct?
No, it's on one side, but we could offset the road, like what you're saying.
That's what I mean. We could offset or look and see what our easement is down through them at another one. But those are the two roads we don't have. If they're walking in the street to get to the school besides Sixth.
Or walking on this place.
Okay.
Or walking in somebody's yard.
Anything else from the board?
Wait, so I can't figure out from Brad yet. He
I
has a quote,
got a quote on getting garage doors put in my new
but
building.
you don't have a second quote.
I talked to a guy, and this guy gave me this quote, it's $1,000 a door to install my doors. The other guy was gonna charge me $1,200 a door.
Just get it in writing.
We have one in writing.
We have
We
one
have
Which one
writing.
do we have in writing? Which one?
And the guy's local, he lives right down here, he's a handy guy, he come down here.
You wanna wait until we get a paper quote?
Yeah.
And then we can do a phone thing and then.
Right.
So even if he handwrites it, right?
Yeah.
What?
This
For
thing-
the door?
We've got the
We need it
door,
on-
we've got, hang on, I'm catching up, I'm trying to catch up, I'm sorry, we've got the doors bought and set in there.
Yeah.
We just need somebody to hang the door. That's what we need. This is an installation agreement.
Yeah, it's
We
got,
don't,
We got the first quote, we need a second quote. For installation.
it's totally up to the board. You don't have, yes, you're right, we can do that. Or you can say, no, we need to get the doors up and this is well within underneath the limit. We're looking at
It's a good price.
$1,000 a door. So what we look, $3,000, $3,000.
I just think it's
It's up to this board.
good, I think it's good business practice to get another quote.
Get it in writing.
Get a second quote, throw that out there. And Brad, if you get it to Tom, get it, if you can get it out there and let's put it on the email. And it's done so we can get the doors up while the weather's still halfway decent before, and instead of making them wait another month.
Yeah.
Let's, if it's there and we agree, then let's move forward.
another thing we're gonna have to look at too on the building, me and Amy just got done getting the gas service, and we're gonna have to buy heaters for it.
I guess we need some quotes for that as well.
That's not bad. I can speak to that.
Yeah.
I guess
Like
we,
$1,500.
we just need, get us a quote and get it in so we can get this done before winter sets in. Anything else from the board this evening?
I got one more thing. Just kidding.
We're done. Audience,
Come out of my seat.
Public,
The opening was there.
but, good? Seeing no further business, I take a motion to adjourn.
I make a motion that we adjourn the meeting for tonight.
I have a first, I have a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Thank you. We are adjourned.
Tried to adjourn 3 times by the time.
No, Adam had one.
No,
then Tom
Adam,
had
no,
one.
no, Adam had to do it.
Plain squat, sit.
I felt like
Yeah,
What?
I
we're
would
2 weeks away.
not be able to.
Oh, Kylie is on pins and needles.
She
And I
must
didn't
have
feel like
been
criticizing.